Hey folks, my name is Pravus, welcome to more They Are Billions. We are continuing our maximum difficulty run in the Dark Moorlands, and I would say that overall, things are looking pretty good for us right about now. Our economy is an objectively better place than it was in our previous run. We've got decent gold income, we've got a lot of other resources. Heck, I'm already working on getting a group of snipers, stone workshops, etc., and most of our entryways into the city are covered by Ballista Tower, which will take care of the most immediate threats. I'm going to continue exploring a bit more to the east, because our best chance of finding... Actually, I think I see a gold pile right there. I do! Okay, so finding some gold that boosts up our economy is going to be right over here. The closer you are to the edge of the map, usually the better that's going to be. So let's just go ahead and start systematically sweeping through this area, clearing out as many as possible. We've also unlocked a bank. Okay, banks are good. What do we need for a bank? Power and a lot more gold. That should be fine. I'm already working on getting some additional power. I just need a little bit of cash. Set down a bank, 30% extra gold in all this housing. That's going to be a big plus for me. In fact, actually, if we just go ahead and demolish one of these unnecessary towers, that is exactly what we need to get ourselves a bank. And the faster we get this, obviously, the more gold we enjoy. So let's go ahead and prioritize that. Okay, running into some harpies and stuff. Obviously, the further away from the center of the map we get, the worse that is going to be, so we should be prepared for that. I'm going to collect this gold pile. We're right at the edge of the map here, and based on what I'm seeing with the mountains, the lake mountains here, I wouldn't be surprised at all if this is going to be a very frequent spawn location for some of the infected. So if we're going to claim this, we're going to need to place some towers and some walls. Otherwise, we can prepare for a major wave to come from that direction, or maybe even just some little run-by groups. And that's all it takes, is them running through and getting into my housing line, and that is the end of the game for us. It's really all it takes. Okay, we get ourselves another mare. Reduced building time, or an advanced mill. I do like the extra power, but like 20% reduction in building time. That's going to be great for so many reasons. That can affect things like getting our stone houses up and running a little bit faster, so we get more gold income a little bit sooner. It could help us place walls and towers a little bit faster, and depending on the situation, that could be a literal lifesaver. Those are good benefits, all right? Those kind of intangible benefits that you get, right? They're often a little bit better than just getting, hey, a free farm. I mean, I like free farms. Don't get me wrong. I like anything that's free. That's great. But it's going to be better to have those kind of stacking bonuses you can't get any other way. Let's go ahead and make sure we place down a quarry over here, by the way. 60 gold, that's it. I was kind of hoping for a little bit better than that, but all right, yeah, sure, why not? I think we should go ahead and try researching the inn, by the way. I don't know, I know it's going to cost me a lot of lumber and stuff, but we've got more tree lines over here, so I feel more comfortable with trying to get that for an extra 10% gold income and stuff across the board. I just feel like that's going to be the right call. Now, we got to be careful. In the past, when I have played this, I can get so tunnel visioned in areas where I'm just clearing out the map that I'm not really paying attention to the bigger picture. A lot of that being to continue maintaining my macro game, keep making those stone houses, keep boosting up my gold income for sure, but also train additional units, right? Don't be afraid to keep pumping out more snipers as they are available. You always, always, always need more. And one thing I do like to see is that this area up over here is otherwise completely unmolested. Okay. So I really doubt we're ever going to have any zombie issues up over here. We could probably place like 1 or 2 buildings and just sneak them for the entire game. I suspect more likely they'll spawn right here and then just run this direction. And by the way, speaking of that, let's make sure we go ahead and place some Tesla towers and just kind of keep, not Tesla, sorry, Ballista towers, and just kind of keep this area under control. I don't feel like taking any risks. Nope, I think I just lost a unit up over here, like at least 1 ranger. Oh, that's unfortunate. You should have gotten to be a veteran a little bit faster. You might have survived that. It's your own darn fault. Walls are under attack in a couple little areas. This is why we have this here. Ballista towers are effectively the static defense we need, so I can keep my attention everywhere else. Colony under attack. Hey, Ballista tower, can you hit the stuff I care about up over here? No, you're just gonna let my mill die. Well, thanks for that. That's very helpful. It attacked all the wrong targets. Again, not really a big deal, more just annoying because every little mistake like that ultimately is going to cost me a little bit in score, not to mention a few resources. Finished researching the inn? Oh, I have. I should probably do something about that. What do we want? Power plant, I think, would make sense getting that since we have been having some trouble with power. Again, only works if we're going to have a lot of wood generation, but can make my life easier in a lot of ways. Speaking of wood generation, let's grab some more sawmills up in this general area, since we can. Make sure that doesn't happen again. Just place like 1, 2 walls right here. That's all it takes. That'll stop the zombies long enough to make sure that the ballista can take care of them. Okay, we have some infected on the way from the west. No problem, probably. I suspect I know exactly where they're going to hit me, and it's going to be right here. Could be down here, but I'll bet you it's right over here. So we need to get some extra defenses this time around. Now that we're on wave 3, it's large enough that we do actually need to be somewhat concerned. Not overly so. I think we're still going to be completely fine, but we should be prepared. All right, so let's plan on building at least 1 or 2 more towers with some protective walls. 1 layer of walls plus all these soldiers in position is easily going to be all that I need. We should also be looking for an opportunity to clear out this other mutant up over here in the northwest, because this guy has just been kind of hanging a little bit too close. Like, if I expand any further over this direction, there's a good chance he comes charging after me. And I don't want to have that hanging over my head. So, yeah, I'll be looking for an opportunity to get rid of him soon. And actually, I feel like we have enough snipers here that I could probably just build a handful of walls, and we are totally fine. Okay, they are going to be hitting me exactly where I thought they were going to. We have plenty of soldiers in position, and they shouldn't have any, like, big guys yet. No harpies, no chubbies, and so on, which is why I'm not worried. This is basically all just trash mobs. Get rid of them. Oh no, they're trying to break through the defenses. Who cares? We're fine. Problem solved. I really need to bump up my stone production. That's going to be a big hindrance for me right now. I'm using all of it up on things like the stone houses, but I can't build the inn until I get a lot more of that, and actually it would be nice to get myself another warehouse so I can store more materials and boost up all of this production over here. Though again, that takes a bit more stone. Still, let's go ahead and do it. Let's make sure we hit as many things as possible. That's going to include some wood and some farms. I think this is going to have to be good enough. And do we want to research the foundry? No, I still feel like that's a little early. What we can do instead is just go ahead and train a whole load more snipers. Thank you, autosave. That's pointless. What even is the advantage of the autosave exactly? If you die, it's game over. I don't know if people remember that this is basically an Iron Man game, right? I mean, like, there are ways around it, but, like, the whole point is supposed to be, oh, well, you lost. You made mistakes. Whoopsies. Goodbye. Try again. It's one of the reasons the early game can be so gosh dang punishing. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start pulling my units back, and we are going to try to get into a position to draw out the mutant. I have no idea what's over here. He may not be able to get to me, which would be interesting if that's the case, because this would really come back to bite me. But if I can draw him out, that would be great, because I don't feel like I can advance any further in this area without knowing more about where he is and what he's doing. Also think it would be wise to go ahead and cover this area, since that's a major entry point. We got soldiers patrolling these areas, so we're kind of okay. Yeah, we should be in as good of a spot to draw the mutant as we're ever going to get. I'm intentionally building a Tesla tower pretty far forward here. I really need to know what's over here. I'm going to take one ranger, and we're going to try to run through and just find out if this is a way that he can get to me. If it's not, then I really don't need to worry too much. It looks to me like it is a way he can get to me. Okay, so the whole point then is I want to be able to place down some walls and do the exact same trick we did before, which is distract the ever-loving crud out of the mutant. Now, what is it going to take to get enough noise to draw their attention, though? That is the real question. Snipers usually can do the job. The thing I'm concerned about is we're going to move so far forward that we can't hide behind our walls. That may make me a bit of a coward, but I still think it is prudent to be cautious. What I can try to do is just draw a lot of attention and get a whole bunch heading toward me. If I can do that, make enough noise, maybe by sitting tight and creating a kind of a beacon of noise right here, he'll eventually come charging. It's kind of weird, the noise mechanics in this game, and they're really not well explained at all. My understanding is you make noise in a particular tile, that's kind of what is registered as this tile had a certain amount of noise. And if you move and then attack, it kind of helps reset that. So moving and attacking a lot is supposed to be one way of mitigating some of the noise potential. I think. That's why I'm thinking that if I sit here, it might work. I saw him move for a brief moment up here. I thought that was it. Nope. I mean, if I need to push the walls forward a little bit more, I will. I know this may seem wasteful, but better to be cautious than to lose the game. By the way, I think we have everything I need to build the inn now, so let's do that. Boom! Man, this mutant is just not quite willing to play ball, is he? No. Wait, there we go. Okay, I think that was finally it. Hold up. We're going to pull back for a brief moment, and then Stop, you guys. Keep moving forward a little bit more, but he is on his way. That is it. All right, everyone hit the mutants before he can destroy any walls. He's stupid, and he'll just take it like a champ. Go, boom. Thank you. And that removes one major headache. Now, the big problem with the mutant is as he goes stomping after you, he does create a ton of noise, which draws pretty much every zombie in his wake, which can be really dangerous. As you see, some harpies are on their way. So that's why I'm going to stay here for a little bit and deal with the incoming wave that he creates. That's actually one of the big dangers of the mutant. It's not just that he's able to do a lot of damage. It's the fact that he can bring so many friends. He's popular. Let's make sure we keep placing down more and more of these farms. I need all the food I can get my hands on. A lot of stone houses, up to 1,700 gold per cycle right now. Very solid at this stage of the game, very solid. I'm quite proud of that. And I've researched the foundry. I'll go ahead and research the shocking tower just so I have that available. Need to get more food out of these farms, but then we can start placing down additional snipers, which will be good. And let's go ahead and start clearing this area out so I can get some more quarries down and get myself a ton of extra iron production. If I place one here, I could probably place another over here. That would still only amount to like 8. So if I can't do this plus this, it's slightly better, but honestly the maintenance cost makes me think it's just better to go ahead and do 7 right here in the middle. Not overthink it, don't overpay on maintenance, just go ahead and take the 7 iron. Mercenaries have arrived at the inn. I forgot that was one of the features. You can just go ahead and get yourself a bunch of veteran units. Not bad in a pinch, you know, if you got yourself a whole bunch of gold and stuff like that. It's a little expensive, but I mean, like, it's not bad, and the veterancy level really can make a pretty nice difference. Woo, we found a mother load of resources over here, though. Hello. Okay, I think I know where I want to expand next. Yeah, this is looking like a very solid expansion opportunity, 100%. I'm going to be taking advantage of a lot of this. Oh gosh, it's so gorgeous. Still plenty of risks coming along with it, though. The more noise we make, the more these guys keep coming after us, including some harpies, so we're getting a little bit deeper into an infected territory. And let's not forget that there is still a giant up in this direction. I'm hoping we're nowhere near attracting his attention. He should be right about there. But, I mean, if he comes after us, that's actually way more dangerous than a mutant. He may be slow, but he's got a stupid amount of health. Absolutely stupid. I'm actually making so much gold, I'm not even sure what to do with all of it. I can't keep up with things like my stone production. That's a weird position to be in. Well, when in doubt, more snipers? Ah, okay, we finally found some spitters up in this direction, though. All right, once we're getting into spitter territory, these soldiers are gonna be a lot less useful because they have to get into close range and danger zone. Big danger zone. Yeah. Do I think I can defend a quarry up here now? Maybe. All right, if I place this, I have to be careful where I do this, actually, because if I place right here, I'm probably locking myself out from a lot of locations. I probably want to place one here and then maybe one up here. 120 gold, take advantage of as much of the stone and the iron as I can all at the same time. Got a whole mess more snipers I can worry about in a little bit. 24 more up over here, actually. All right, that is, whoa, very, very solid. We probably have enough snipers to take out the giant. It's more of an issue of how do we safely lure him in so I don't take a bunch of stupid person losses. Because y'all know, I'm flirting with disaster at all times here. It's gonna happen. I can get some units killed really quickly. Whoop, I've already messed up and this quarry got hit from behind. They came from behind. Apparently was not ready for a harpy. Got it. Oh, crud. Okay, hang on. Pull back. We gotta go deal with that. This is about to get out of control pretty quick. Yep, they destroyed the quarry over here. That's wasted resources. Brilliant, Pravus. Absolutely brilliant. It's fine. I noticed my mistake in time. We can recover from this. Only one quarry properly lost, honestly. And the next wave should be firing off in just a few hours, so we need to be ready for that, too. Really low on wood production, though. I knew that was going to happen with things at the foundries. All the more reason we really need to get some more of these mills up and a-running. All right, they're coming from the west again. Probably going to hit the same area. This time they'll be a lot more dangerous. We probably want to double wall up. That would be the smart thing to do. Good news is I have a lot of snipers just sitting here with an itchy trigger finger and waiting for death. Before I pull back, I want to make sure we get some ballista towers to defend this juicy gold mine. Honestly, I'm not even sure they're going to be able to get down here in time. The snipers definitely can't. We can try sending the soldiers and see if that makes a difference. If I can get more wood production, though, that'd be great, because I really need to get some walls. Yeah, they're going to be spawning from pretty much the exact center of the map. I'll bet you they hit me exactly right here. Not necessarily down here, though they could overflow. So ideally, let's place down some walls in an area where we can protect this so they're less likely to flow around and hit the iron mine. That would just... It's not really a big deal, it's just I'd rather they didn't. Might help to also just place down like a handful of spike traps and stuff. I don't need an absolute ton of them. Every little bit just slow them down, just gives me more opportunities to fire off a few rounds of my sniper. And here they come. Okay, that 20% build speed is going to come in handy, to be honest. It's going to speed this stuff up beautifully. All right, now, get shredded, fools. The stone walls are going to hold. I've got absolutely zero concerns about that area. Get wrecked, get wrecked, get wrecked. Okay, so now is the question, do we deal with the giant? I really do want to know more about what's going on with the giant. I want to know where he is and what he's doing. I know people think that lookout towers are stupid. I'm going to place one and just see if I can get some intel of the area, get an idea of what I want to place down, where I want defenses, and how hard it's going to be to draw him out so I can clear this area of the map. The entire right-hand side of the map being open before the halfway point of the game, that would be pretty darn nice for me. I'm not going to lie. This lookout tower does absolutely nothing. It's too small. Ugh. I need a radar tower. Giant's right here. Just FYI. Right here. If I can get some towers up and get some walls in position and then all of my snipers, we probably can deal with him. Do I want to use stone? I'm kind of sitting on a lot of stone right now. It's not usually a good use of my time, but like... I think we'll just use wood here. The goal is usually to try to run the giant into a sort of pen. He does have area of effects cleaving damage. So you got to be cautious about that, but you want to leave an open avenue so your people to kind of just draw his attention, then run behind safety, him get stuck on a bunch of different walls, and that's when you just rain absolute death upon him. So right here is what I would consider to be a perfect funnel for the giant, assuming that I'm able to get him to come to it. I really need to consider getting a foundry up and running here pretty soon, by the way. We're getting to a point where I think that having a lot more of the advanced technology would be extremely useful. Got enough wood production, I could probably afford to put down just one of these foundries over here, and from there we'll go ahead and launch into getting a foundry, research advanced mills, advanced farms, advanced quarries, etc. And then hopefully that's going to be the economic boost I need, because I've got the gold production to support it. Okay, now I have a better idea what's leading up to the giants. Answer, lots of harpies, some chubbies, and so on. Oh, gosh. Okay, I need to clear some of this out first, because they absolutely can complicate my goal to get the giant by, like, a lot. And notice how this harpy, by the way, was way up over here, heard the rangers, and is running all the way after me. Well, never mind, was running after me, lost the scent. But still, you get the idea. Like, holy cram. Okay, the giant is right there. I'm gonna try to pull these guys back exactly where I want them to be. Rangers, you stay back, except for one of you. If a harpy comes after you, we're in trouble, but I think we got their attention. So all I gotta do now is run up here long enough to take a shot at the guy. Come on, run away, run away. Oh, he didn't. Okay, there we go. I was gonna say, are you serious? You didn't even feel the arrow? No, he felt the arrow. He's after me now. Okay, perfect. This is what we want. Never mind. He got bored really quickly. He healed from his wound, and he's like, oh, it was just a flesh wound. You know what? I can let that one slide. Gosh dang it. Another mare available. Oil or iron? Oh, boy. I can't really hold any more iron reserves, so I guess the oil is going to have to do. Oil's valuable enough. I like having extra oil. I know. It's my American roots showing now, right? Ha, ha, ha. Okay, here he comes. He's really in a good position for me to just go ahead and take a quick shot at him. There he goes, there he goes. All right, look how fast this big boy is. Get him, get stuck on the walls. All right, now we should, be able to maybe burn him to, I'm starting to think I made a slight error of judgment. Hold on. Everyone, please, shoot him a little faster, a little harder. Ranger person. There we go, he's stuck on the wall. Okay, he didn't attack it, thank God. Ooh, he had a chance of actually burning through that and killing me. That could have been bad, very bad. All right, that means that this area now can get cleared out pretty much uncontested. No issues at all. I'm capped out on gold. Gosh dang it. How is this happening? I am not accustomed to having lots of money. I'm not accustomed to it at all. It makes me uncomfortable. It's fine, though. Now we have a foundry, which means I can spend all my money on the good stuff. All right, advanced quarries, farms, mills, oil platform, blah, blah, blah. Let's go for the advanced quarries. Anywhere I can get a lot of extra stone wouldn't be a bad thing for me right now. I'm still very, very behind on that front. Okay, so we're gonna start drawing a lot of attention over this direction. This is just an inevitability here. Lots of noise being made. Just gonna draw everything from this entire corner of the map into one perfect little chokehold. That's gonna be great. Chokehold, choke point. Chokeholds are something completely different and not at all what I'm going for. Oh, I'm losing more rangers. It's spitters and harpies that are coming in to get me. Oh, that's so annoying. All right, yeah, rangers, even veteran rangers, they're never really great at their jobs, to be honest. They're always on the verge of death. I'm still sitting at close to cap on money. I need to get more stuff. What the heck can I get now? How about some warehouses? I don't really care what they do or where they go. Just get me more storage. Foundry, what else can you research for me? The radar tower? No. Engineering center? Well, we could start getting the Thanatos a little bit early. I think I'd rather go for the advanced mills. I still do struggle on the power front. Whoop, 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 whoop. Hold on, I see a bit of a problem over here. Let's just go ahead and quickly place some walls while I get a couple of soldiers into position. Probably gonna lose this quarry I just built over here because I wasn't able to quite wall this area off as much as I wanted to. I was in the process of doing that. I thought I'd clear the area out, but I think they spawned a few extra runners, which is a small problem. By small problem, I mean this is now a very big problem. We have some backup snipers over here. Please get into position. And then we're just going to have to try to play Ring Around the Rosie with some soldiers. Hopefully they do not die. Please protect these Tesla towers so they don't go down. And we're about to be attacked from the east. Okay. Odds are right here. If I had to guess, if I had to put money on it, I'd guess right here. And honestly, now's not a terrible time to just go ahead and start investing in this area, because I know it's going to be a problem. So, like, let's put a shock tower right here, for example, and maybe another one over here if I can. The Ballista Tower's kind of in the way. Fine, I'll just place this one right here, and then we'll just go ahead and add on a bunch more stone walls and stuff, and just kind of double wall this area up. This place is probably going to need to stay fortified for the entirety of the game, which is why I don't mind making expensive investments right now. And there's the advanced mills. What comes next? We have plenty of food. I'm not worried about that. Do we want to go ahead and get started on oil? Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and get started on the oil platform. I probably don't need it for at least a little while, but worst come to worst, having extra oil is good. And if it turns out that I can just sell the excess oil, make a lot of extra money, that ain't bad either. Starting to regret the placement of this farm. I liked it at first, but now it's getting in the way of any potential defenses. So we're gonna have to scrap that one, I'm afraid. And I was correct as far as where they are spawning, right? No, they're not right here, are they? If they're right here, they have to go a long way around, and I'm in trouble. But it looks to me like the arrow's going down. Now, they're about to spawn right here. Perfect. Okay. Got shock towers in position, ballistas and so on. I don't even have any proper mobile defenses. And I'm hoping that that's going to be fine and not come back to bite me in any way, shape, or form. All right, here they come. Other ballista towers aren't in position yet. They got some big boys, some chubbies and stuff. That's going to be a big problem, actually. They can totally break through these walls. I really need these extra towers in position, if you please. Ballistas always target the highest level, all right? Just go ahead and start hitting the chubbies. Okay, they're officially breaking through. That is obviously kind of a big problem. I think we might still be okay. Oh, I don't know about that, actually. That may have been a bad assumption. Hold on. The only saving grace is that they'll probably start heading down toward the shock tower, which can continue killing them. The problem is, as they continue knocking out buildings, they spawn more of them. But we were able to survive that. Okay, so we definitely took some damage there. Damage we should not have taken. I was a little bit, overconfident. And as they say in Darkest Dungeon, overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer. That is a warning sign, though, that when the final wave hits, I think there's a very strong chance they're going to hit us the hardest right in this spot. So that gives me an idea where I need to make sure we wall up as aggressively as possible. Let's also start thinking about where we can get some additional housing. I don't really love this spot, but I'm kind of desperate, so I think I'll take this area for a bit more housing. It's kind of relevant right now, just because I'm actually out of workers. It finally happened. The thing where, you know, I told you guys that you might stop building houses because you have an inn and all that stuff. Yeah, it's happened now. And I don't have enough houses, and I could have been boosting up my gold generation a bit more, but I wasn't. And now we've got to pay the price. I have cleared this entire area of the map, though, so this opens up a lot of opportunities. I still think there's a good chance that enemies will eventually spawn right here, so we should plan on this needing to be a very good defensive perimeter. I don't know about up over here, though. We'll need to explore a bit more. I think what might end up being the better course of action hold this point. Everything out here will eventually die when the final wave comes and we can demolish it to save our score, but this is a very defensible spot. I think this might be the best place to fortify when the time comes. Yeah, actually, maybe I don't even have to worry about it at all. It's kind of a toss-up, honestly. It depends on if any zombies spawn here or up in this corner. They may not. None have so far. This area might be literally free real estate, and I'll never have to worry about it again. I won't bank on it, but it actually is totally possible. Whoa, 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 way too many harpies over here. How'd you guys get over here? Holy crud. Okay, we lost a soldier. We're gonna lose some more snipers in a second. Yeah, snipers, you know, unsurprisingly, glass cannons. If a harpy gets to them, they are going to be in a lot of trouble. I'm just shocked we suddenly, unexpectedly drew a whole bunch down here. That sucks. Have I researched the upgrades to farms yet? No, I have not. Let's go ahead and pick that up now. I don't think it's time to get the executor towers yet. Those are extremely powerful upgrades for the ballistas, but they're very expensive to operate. So I don't really see the advantage of picking those up, at least until we get to around, let's say, day 60. That's probably the time where it's really worth the investment. So it's going to be at least a little while. Okay, so we're going to start clearing out the southern areas of the map now. I need to start working my way toward that other mutant. That's the fast mover that I'm scared of. Of course, the giant's going to be a problem, too. 49 snipers in this group. Some might say excessive. I would say just the right amount of overkill. Okay, I stand corrected. We now have some zombies coming in from this direction, so this is not totally free real estate. We do have to be somewhat cognizant. Doesn't mean it's where they're going to spawn for the final wave. It does mean you have to worry about runners, though. So I didn't place down some defenses in time. That was a mistake. All right, you're hearing that a lot these days, aren't you? And yet, despite all of that, I still think that we're doing pretty well for ourselves. Economy's still looking very nice. We've survived waves pretty well. I think we can survive one more wave, and then that would be a good time to go ahead and end this video. So let's just keep going a little bit longer. Actually, you know what? I take that back. I think maybe now is a good time to end things. Always hard to judge exactly how long a video has been, but, you know, given that this is an 80-day game, you know, going over 20 days per video, seems about right. So yeah, I think this is a good place to end things. Next video, we're going to be starting off with a new wave pretty much immediately. We've got a big chunk of the map under our control. We really do. As long as I don't screw up and I can continue to protect it, especially in areas up over here, for example, we're going to be in really good shape. Our economy is growing very rapidly. We have a lot of snipers. The next thing that we're going to need to worry about, and I'll go ahead and do this at the foundry now, is the engineering center. It is time to begin investing in the big guns. I'm talking Thanatos. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, make sure you hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.